So we're here at Killington, Spartan setup. They've got their trucks at the base lodge, which actually this area is closed right now. As you can see, they're doing like a lot of construction. The main road up to the base lodge is even closed. They're building a new lift and doing some other things. So I think some stuff will be shifted around this year, but I'm sure we're looking for a great race anyway. So we're at the gondola ride. It's about 6:30 in the morning. It's pretty chilly. I would say it's probably like 47 degrees. There's a good amount of wind. There's the base lodge, which is closed right now. You can see they're doing a big construction project to it. So you're going to take the gondola ride and go all the way up to the top there, which most of us will be climbing physically to the top of the Peak Lodge, and I will take you on some of the terrain up the Death March Trail. Alright, so we're at the beginning now, which is what I demark as the A and B trail splitting. So there's the path we're going to be walking up. That's not the top anymore. So you think you're seeing the top from the base, but you're not. So just realize once you get to that first ridge, you're going to keep going. So, and notice that there's like a tree line on the right. It's still a good ways after that. I want to say at least half a mile. So here we go. Not too bad at first, and then it quickly gets a lot steeper. I'll show you once we're kind of up mid-trail. Alright, so we've gone to the top part where it's gonna start climbing pretty good here. You know, I'm a 1/10 of a mile up. First little bit's okay, but then it just starts accelerating its incline pretty rapidly. As you can see, it's wide enough so you're not going to get stuck behind people if they choose to take a rest and you don't. But, you know, just got to be sure your footing and everything. And it's kind of pretty. See you in a few. Alright, back again. This is kind of really where it really just takes off now. So this next, I don't know, 3/10 of a mile is really pretty steep, and I would say like the worst part of the hike. It's either, you know, it's between like 3/10 and a half a mile. So I just kind of gotta dig in and do it. Can't talk right now, just climbing. Pretty water feature. Keep going. All right, so I've made it out of the tree line. Tree line ended right there. You see the cascade and flume signs are pretty high, but are still a long ways to go, and you can't see the top yet. Hey, look, I finally made it to the point where I can see the top. Spartan actually doesn't typically have us go up that very steep end hill up to the top of the lift. Last year they had us bank a left and then do the 8-foot wall, because why not? But as you can see, it's beautiful, and I've come really far because the lodge is way down there. Keep going. All right, so we made it to the top where the Death March ended last year. You like walked over here, and then on that little flat ridge up there, they had 8-foot wall, but unfortunately it was like tilted towards you and going uphill. You know, maybe this year they'll come up with some magical vertical cargo or something, I don't know. Or you have to do the table. You know, I know Missy's an evil genius, so she'll come up with something good. I'm gonna finish this little climb right here up to the very tip top, and then I'll give you some views from the top. at the very top. Last year they had us come up on the left side. You went around the lodge here and then came back down these stairs and then headed right back down that way and then went downhill for like 3 miles. So, you know, again, I'm assuming they'll change it this year, but we shall see. Alright, so this is the other side of the lodge, so basically walked around it. We had talked about fire trail roads before, so you'll be doing some running on those presumably, but not a ton. And then this is the view on the other side of the lodge. So there's mountains and beauty for days. This is one of the reasons why it's my favorite places. Alright, so I'm on my way down now, and I typically do loops of the A, which is the Death March Trail, to the E Trail to come back. That's through the woods. It's a little bit more forgiving than going down A directly. But as you can see, it's, I'm pointing camera up, sorry. It's kind of technical. There's quite a bit of rocks and roots and everything. It's beautiful, but you're not going to be speed rushing through here for the most part, I would think. Just it's a lot of single track, so you know, if you need to pass, give a loud on your left and hopefully folks will move over for you. But it's, you know, not too bad. Some parts are more technical than the rest, but you just kind of got to navigate your way through. It is very beautiful though. Go around this tree, get over these roots, and off we go. Alright, I finished my climbing for the day and leaving, but figured I'd stop by the swim first. So last year they had us go in by those big 2 rocks over there. You kind of swum out to the middle part and then climbed up the rope ladders, which obviously aren't there yet. And then went across the ropes and swung the bell. Let's see how cold this stuff is. That's cool. Not as warm as last year. So yeah, I don't know. It's not main Atlantic water, but it's not warm either. So hopefully it'll be refreshing for next week.